The evolution of rock and roll, from Elvis to the present. Welcome to Threads and Tunes, where we dive deep into the music that has shaped our world. Today, we are exploring the fascinating evolution of rock and roll, a genre that has transcended generations and continues to inspire countless artists. From the iconic moves of Elvis Presley to the diverse sounds of today's musicians, rock and roll is a story of innovation, rebellion, and cultural change. Let's start our journey in the 1950s, a time when rock and roll burst onto the scene. Elvis Presley, often referred to as the king of rock and roll, became a symbol of youthful rebellion and sexual liberation. With his unique blend of country, blues, and rhythm and blues, Elvis captivated audiences and broke racial barriers in a segregated America. Hits like Heartbreak Hotel and Jailhouse Rock not only topped the charts but also set the stage for a new era in music. As we moved into the 1960s, rock and roll began to diversify. The British invasion, led by bands like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, brought a new flavor to the genre. The Beatles revolutionized music with their innovative songwriting and studio techniques, while the Rolling Stones added a raw, edgy vibe that appealed to a rebellious youth. This era was marked by experimentation, with musicians exploring themes of love, peace, and social change, reflecting the tumultuous times. The 1970s saw the rise of subgenres like hard rock, punk, and progressive rock. Bands like Led Zeppelin and Queen pushed the boundaries of rock with their elaborate performances and complex compositions. Meanwhile, punk rock emerged as a reaction to the excesses of the previous decade, with bands like the Ramones and the Sex Pistols advocating for simplicity and raw energy. This was a time of bold expression, and rock music became a powerful voice for social and political movements. As we entered the 1980s, rock and roll embraced new technologies. The introduction of music videos changed the way artists connected with their fans. MTV became a cultural phenomenon, showcasing iconic videos from artists like Michael Jackson and Madonna. This era also gave birth to glam rock and hair metal, characterized by flamboyant fashion and catchy hooks. Bands like Bon Jovi and Guns N' Roses dominated the charts, bringing a new level of theatricality to rock music. The 1990s brought about a significant shift with the emergence of alternative rock and grunge. Bands like Nirvana and Pearl Jam challenged the mainstream sound, focusing on authenticity and introspection. This decade also saw the rise of hip-hop influences in rock as artists began to blend genres and explore new sounds. The fusion of rock with other styles continued to evolve, setting the stage for a diverse musical landscape. Fast forward to the 2000s and beyond, and we find rock and roll in a constant state of reinvention. From the garage rock revival of the Strokes to the pop-punk resurgence with bands like Paramore, the genre continues to adapt and thrive. Today, artists are blending rock with electronic, hip-hop, and indie influences, creating a rich tapestry of sounds that resonate with a new generation of fans. Bands like Imagine Dragons and 21 Pilots exemplify this evolution, proving that rock music is not only alive, but also thriving in the modern era. As we reflect on the journey of rock and roll, it is clear that this genre has always been about more than just music. It is a cultural movement that has given voice to generations, challenging norms and inspiring change. From the rebellious spirit of Elvis to the genre-blurring sounds of today, rock and roll continues to evolve, reminding us of its power and relevance in our lives. Thank you for joining us on this musical journey through the evolution of rock and roll. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Threads and Tunes for more content on the music that shapes our world. Let us know in the comments your favorite rock and roll moments or artists. Until next time, keep listening and keep rocking.